Hello everyone, welcome to the third episode of this TRex project that I'm working on. So today we are going to work on, last time we implemented patrolling behavior with a given path, but we were directly using the AI controller. But today we are going to introduce a behavior tree, and we are going to integrate the patrolling behavior into the behavior tree. So as you can see now, the AI character AI TRex is running using the behavior tree logic, and he's doing the patrolling part. So if I speed up, you can observe that he is doing a full round and continuously do it. Right now it doesn't detect or perceive the enemy player as an enemy or doing any chasing behavior, but that will come next time. So as you can see here, it's right now doing the patrol behavior. Alright, so that's what we are going to work on in this episode. And before we get started, let me remind you that in my channel there are over 2000 videos, and for each video project files are accessible for each project that I have done. So I will make the project files accessible for this project as well, but unfortunately I will not be able to share the TRex model, as that is not something I created, it's from marketplace. But nevertheless, the code that I create will be available for download, so feel free to check it out. I'll leave the link in description below. And yeah, now let's get back to today's episode. Now this is what we have at the moment. If I play the game, you see the TRex is going around this defined path, and the next step is, so this is actually not using any, so here is the path, you can see in white, just a simple spline the TRex is following. So let me open the AI TRex. So we are not using any behavior trees right now, we just have this go to next point event, and it allows the character to go round and round in the given path. So I want to integrate a behavior tree now instead of directly using the AI blueprint, so that we can introduce advanced behaviors without running into any complications in a more convenient way. Alright, so first thing is here, let's see, go to artificial intelligence and create a behavior tree. I'll call it PT TRex. And also we need a blackboard to work with the behavior tree, BB TRex. Right, now open the behavior tree, and here this blackboard asset is already assigned, because maybe because this is the only blackboard available here, but if not, you can just select whatever the blackboard you want to use. Okay, now here, so let me delete this part from here. So we are no longer using this go to next point, and if I play right now, the TRex will not move. See, it's staying. Oh, it's staying in the same location. See, it's not moving. I don't need that anymore. Okay, now here in the behavior tree, I'll add a selector, and here, for example, we can have two branches, one for just patrolling and another one to chase the player. So if the TRex haven't detected the player, he will do patrolling. So to define that behavior, we can add some variable here. Let's add a boolean. Let's say enemy detected. and by default it should be false. Okay, now here I'll add a sequence and I'll name it control. And this should only be called. Here I'll choose the enemy detected. If it is not set, I will do the patrolling. So just for testing, here I'll add a wait node and we can see if this branch is executing in the runtime. We can have another sequence. I'll call it is target. If we can have another branch, actually we don't need to, because if this is not set, if this is set, this will not be executed, but this will execute. So maybe let's move it here. Oh no, let's leave it like this right now. Just a wait. We will add nodes later on. So now go to the AI TRex and run behavior tree as the BT asset. I'll choose BT TRex. Now nothing would happen, of course, but if I go into the behavior tree, you see this path is executed. Okay, so here in the beginning, let get blackboard, let value as 4, and the value is this enemy detected. If I make the name like this, set goal value to true. So if we do this, the other branch should be executed. Let's see now chase target is running. So that is W. Okay, so I'll disconnect this part for now. Later on, when we add the perception system to the TRex, we can mark this as true when the character has perceived, when the TRex has perceived a target. Okay, now for the patrolling, I want to restore the patrol behavior that we implemented yesterday with the plain blueprints, but using the behavior tree. So for that, yeah, instead of this wait, I'll add a new task, PT task. Let's call it now. Here we can override receive execute AI, and we can essentially do the same function here, but we do need a way to get next patrol point from the AI controller. So for that, either I could do a casting here, or I can set up an interface. I prefer to set up an interface because otherwise I will have to do the casting multiple times. So let me just set up a simple interface. PPI patrol get next. What's the function name? But we don't really need the same function name. Get target. Okay, so here it should return a vector. Right, now let's implement that interface here. And here we have get target petrol point. So all we need to do is we already have the function get next petrol point and return that. Okay, now here we have the owner controller. From this get target petrol point, then here AI call it as the home. This would be the destination. Acceptance radius variable, so it's not a magic number. Okay. And if it is on success, you can call it execute. Let it go. If it is fair, execute. We can false for the success. Now go to behavior tree. We can choose folder here. Go to class settings. We can define a name display. So we will not. It will appear just as background. Oh, it doesn't. Okay, I thought it would. Anyway, just okay. Now it only says petrol, and I think this should do it. Let's see. Yeah, see? Now the TRex is doing the petrol, but this time it's actually using the behavior tree. If I go here, you see the petrol. And I can speed up to test this quickly just to see if we do the complete round. Like it's doing it. So it's working. Let me slow down again. So yeah, so that's how you use a behavior tree, a simple one, for the NPC TRex. And in the next episode, let's work on how to make the TRex perceive a player as a target and chase the player and interrupt the patrolling behavior. When the player lose sight, maybe we can make the TRex resume patrolling behavior. So yeah, thanks for watching. Let me know if you have any questions in the comments below. See you in the next episode. Goodbye.